Welcome everyone, thanks for joining me today for another draft of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'm Nico aka Unknown the MTG, trying to make the magic happen. So without further ado, let's draft. Alright, so we have Voice of Victory. Mobilize 2, your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. That is kind of nice, it fits the Mardu deck. Has a really nice guitar here, the guy. And also we have Sip Ceremony, which I think is not as good as Voice of Victory. We have Auroral Procession. We have Arashin Sunshield. A very good card here in this deck, in this pack, is Dragon's Prey. Twin Bolt also being nice. But I'm happy picking up that Voice of Victory. So I can either go Boros or Orzhov and see what I want to splash. Maybe even Jeskai, not sure. So yeah, kind of a nice card here to first pick. And I'm opening up 17 lands here. For those of you who don't know, that is a third-party tracker. So I can take a look at pick number 9, which cards have been taken. Okay. So, Sun Pearl Kirin, pretty nice card. Also a really good follow-up to my Voice of Victory. Just a cheap creature. I can return some non-land to my hand. I can even return target non-land you control. Yeah, it's only if it was a token draw card. So there's also Karu Goldkeeper, which is a crazy nice strong dragon. But I think Sun Pearl Kirin is a good follow-up for my Voice of Victory here. So, and I would be happy if I could build the Mardu deck, because the Mardu deck is a nice deck that I want to try out, and I haven't tried it out yet. So this pack is okay, it's not the best pack in the world. Kishla Skimmer is a very nice card in the Sultai deck or Timur deck. Karu Goldkeeper, really strong card. When one or more cards leave your graveyard during your turn. No, it wasn't. I wasn't fast enough. So we have Constrictor Sage, really nice card. Tapping and putting a stun counter on my opponent's creature when this enters. This card is okay. Flash 3/2. Target creature gains indestructible. This creature gains indestructible if I sack another creature and pay 1. But I think I want the Boros land. Probably. Also here we have Equilibrium Adapt. 4 mana, 2/4. When this creature enters, exile the top card. You may play it until next turn. End of next turn. Whenever you cast your second spell, this creature gains double strike. Why not? I think. Also this Wild Ride. But I think giving double strike at flurry, so it kind of fits the deck that I want to build. So I think it's a little more aggressive than this is more aggressive, but now we took it. Frontline Rush, that is a very nice card. It can either create 2 red goblin tokens, or it can give target creature +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. So we are looking to go wide. There's also a Mardu Monument, and I think that the Mardu Monument is just even a little better than the Frontline Rush. So Fortress Kingguard, also pretty nice here, but I'll take the Mardu Monument just because I can search for basic land cards. And here we have Mystic Monastery. That is kind of a nice duel. Lightfoot Technique is a card that I would pick up, especially in the Boros / Mardu deck. Also Kintry Nurture, but I think the Mystic Monastery is just kind of good. And we are not definitely Mardu yet. We can still go Jeskai if those cards are coming our way. Here we have a Whale of War. That is very nice for my deck idea. So if we end up in Mardu, I can just sack a token here for the first ability, give it -1, and oh no, that's not the one where I can draw 2 cards. Creatures target opponent controls gets -1. Okay, still nice. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. This would tap a creature of my opponent. Also a nice card. And this exiles the top 2 cards. But I think, do I want to take the Sunshield over the Whale of War? I think I want the Sunshield. So yeah, happy with that. Here we have a mobilized card. That is kind of okay. Also an unsparing bolt caster. When this enters, it deals 5 damage to target creature and opponent control. That was dealt damage this turn. So if we are Boros, and if we find some creature tokens, they block it. I cast it in the second main phase. It just kills the creature. So happy to pick that Boros card up here. Pick number 9. We now have a Timur card. When this creature enters, draw a card, then discard a card. We have a coordinated maneuver, destroy target enchantment, or it deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. I think that is a very nice card, fits our deck here. Pretty happy to pick that up. And yeah, let's pick it up. And now we did arrive at pick number 9. So let's just look at 17 lands. Possible main deck. Why doesn't it say which cards not missing? Now it says which are missing. That is 17 lands, and I do love 17 lands. So we can see that people are not in white. People took the Dragon's Prey, people took some other stuff. So I'll just take the Storm Beacon or the Sun Shield. Yeah, so that was just a little too fast here. Alicia's Legacy, just if we end up Mardu, I guess. Or better, a Rashin Sun Shield. You know what? Tapping target creature for 1 mana. Fine, it's fine for me. I'd love to have that. Because we are trying to be very, very fast and very aggressive. Happy to pick up that Wild Ride here. So, first pack did look very, very nice. And here is a very late Twin Bolt. So I think us being in red is the right spot for us. Let's take the Twin Bolt. And if we find some crazy, when this aura enchanted creature gets first strike until end of turn. When this aura enters. Sure, I'll take it. And here we have Seized Opportunity. Yeah, maybe. Let's put it on a maybe pile. So we found a freaking nice Mardu rare. Mobilize 2 during your end step. Warrior tokens you control have this token can't be sacrificed. Kind of crazy card. Also, we have a Bone Clarion Butcher, but I think that has mobilized 2. But I think the Zurgo is just even nicer because, yeah, my tokens not being sacrificed is very, very strong. And if we pick up some more mobilized cards, I'll be happy to take that card. Also, here is a Salt Road Pack Beast, very strong card out of this pack. Sagu Pummeler is really nice. Wild Ride kind of nice for us, but yeah, let's just take the Zurgo. I do love the Zurgo. And now we have Sonic Shrieker. Nice. That is one of the best uncommons in the set. Maelstrom of the Spirit Dragon, sure nice, but Sonic Shrieker is just exactly what my deck wants. It's just a very, very strong, very solid card, and I'm super happy to pick that up. Now we have Marshal of the Lost. That's just a 3 Death Toucher here. When this attacks, target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. Also kind of really nice for my deck. What I am lacking so far is removal spells, so I'd rather pick up this because we have solid amount of creatures that are playable. We have 8 creatures so far, and I think that I should prioritize the removal here. So happy to pick up the Coordinated Maneuver over this, also just because it is black and white and we are Boros. Okay, so now Mox Jasper, nice, but not really for my deck. War Effort, that is really cool, coming our way. Also Mardu Devotee, but I think War Effort is just crazy card. I do love the War Effort. It has a good synergy with the Zurgo that my tokens can't be sacrificed. Pretty nice here. And now we found an Exhale. Also very happy about that. We should also start prioritizing. So this is our removal spell. Stormbeacon Blade, I'm not really sure if that's too good, but it feels like Mardu was crazy open. So I have a hope that I will find some dual lands in my colors. So at the moment, I'll take the Exhale just because it is a very nice removal spell that I definitely want and need in my deck. And here we have Whale of the War, we have Fire Rim Form, First Strike, that's kind of nice. Also Prowess, when this enters, create a treasure token. I think maybe I'll take this just because it helps us also cast our black creatures. So yeah, I need something that helps us with the mana. And here we have, when it's this is a very, very weak card. This is also very weak. Double the power and toughness of target creature you control until end of turn. Then it fights up to one target creature an opponent controls. It also is a removal spell. It's not the best one, but I'm actually happy to pick it up here. Absent Monument, sure, but it's, yeah, I don't love it. I'd rather have the Monastery Messenger, because it's a Flying Vigilancer. I can return a creature non-land card, like whatever, fight spell, pumping spell or whatever, I can return that. And here we have a Wild Ride, +1, +3/+0 in haste and harmonize. I think that's nice. Also we have a haste flurry creature. Whenever I cast my second spell, this deals damage. So I think that is okay in my deck. I am happy with that. So we have 23 playable cards. People are playing different decks than we are, but people took red cards out of this pack, but just for a different deck actually. Flying Haster, Jeskai, Shrinekeeper. I don't think I want the Maelstrom. Also not sure about the Jeskai Shrinekeeper. Jeskai Devotee can also help us with mana. So what I am now definitely, what I definitely will prioritize in pack number 3 is mana. Lands, duels, tri-lands, whatever comes our way. Happy to pick those up. This Reach Creature and the Delta Bloodflies, yeah, I'm not playing any of those for sure. Focus the Mind. So okay, what's in pack number 3? Unfortunately, no rares here for me, and also no real land, no real good lands, but there is a Breaching Dragonstorm. I can cast any spell for free for 5 mana. I think that's okay. Also, another River Will Sweep. Put 3 stun counters. I can play that for 4, and we are pretty aggressive, so I think I'll take that. Just an interactive spell here. A Russian Sunshield. I'll probably only play 1 copy of this. And here we have Corey. Freaking nice. I do love Corey. It's just a very, very strong card, and it fits my strategy and my deck. Still over Corey. And I hate to do it, but I think I should take the Scoured Barrens, because it just helps me play my strong Mardu cards. I hate to pass the Corey. It's just one of the best creatures in my opinion. But you know what? I'll take it, because it's just too good to pass. Something will come my way. Let's hope for it. We have the Mardu Monument once. And here I'll take the, I'll take the Dragonstorm Globe, but this also helps me with the mana. I don't have any dragons. I think 1 dragon, it's that one, Sonic Shrieker. But it just helps me add 1 mana of any color, so happy to pick up that. And here we'll take the Evolving Wilds, even though there's a Static Snare and an Elshia's Exhale. But I need to be able to cast my stuff. We have 1, 2, 3. I need a removal spell as well. I need 1. And I think the Static Snare is just a solid removal spell. I'll take it here. Now we have a Descendant of the Storms, or Descendant of Storms. Pretty nice card here. good 1-drop, and this deals 5 damage. Okay, again, Boltcaster, that is also kind of removal. So do I prefer that? Or do I take the Stormcaster just because it endures 1? Yeah, I want to go wide. I'll take that, and because I have no 1-drops other than that. So I think we have 3 kind of color fixing cards. We have only two cards on the splash. Not sure if I want to play Dragonclaw Strike, because it is removal as well, but yeah. Arasheen Sunshield. Nothing too interesting here for us. Wild Ride, Seize Opportunity, creatures you control, 2 target creatures. Think that can end the game as well here. And nothing here. Devoted Duelist, that's the haste creature. I'll just pick it up for now. But, and here we have a Reigning Victor, nice. Do love it, actually. Or do I want the Lightfoot Technique? Just to give something indestructible. I think that is a little more important here also. The Victor would also give indestructible, as far as I'm not mixing it up with some other card. But here we have Dragonback Lancer, Flying Mobilizer, Rebellious Strike, draw a card. And I think I want that, just to be able to be fast and pressuring my opponent. So we'll build the deck after we picked up the last cards. Arasheen Sunshield, it's what I'll take from here. And Desperate Measures, Absent Monument, that finds a plains or a swamp. So I think I'll just take it, because it finds us a swamp. I'm not sure if I really want to end up playing it. And here we have a Fire Rim form. That's the first strike plus 2/0 flash enchantment. That can be good, I think. Humbling Elder. Okay. I hope this deck works out. It feels good. We have some bombs. We have some good rares. We have War Effort. Yeah, let's just take a short look at it. What we definitely want is... we want the Mystic Monastery just because it creates red and white. We want to play the Dragonstorm Globe because it can make black mana. We want to play the Absent Monument, I think, or do we just try to be reasonably fast? Descendant of Storms, discard, Lightfoot Technique, exhale, Rebellious Strike. Whenever a creature attacks, draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures. That is also kind of nice, but let's play the Sunpearl Kirin, Voice of Victory, Static Snare. So now we have Twin Bolt, we have that one, we have Mardu Monument, Kori, Surgo, Sonic Shrieker, we have Equilibrium Adept. I think that's kind of nice, giving it double strike. We have War Effort. We definitely want that. We have 8 creatures now. Put in some more creatures. The tap 1 creature is kind of nice. Also, we have the Prowess creature. Sure, I want it. And Jeskai Devotee. This creature gets +1/+1. Sure, why not? Why not play that? So now let's just put in one more creature. Because we have 12 creatures, we want a solid amount of creatures here. And I think let's just play... When this enters, target creature can't block. Sure, this can end the game as well. Not playing the Jeskai stuff. Seize the Opportunity is not good enough here. Fire Rim form also. I'd rather play my removal spells that definitely work out. Or is it good enough? Does it work as a removal spell? Is it better than for example the Static Snare? I don't think so, because it exiles, and Absent Monument would be... I could consider putting that in, but you know what? I'll give it a shot like this. Let's just see how it performs. Wow, pretty land heavy here. My first hand. I do think that I still want to keep it. Or do I risk mulliganing it? Let's just give it a shot. Mulligan, maybe not the best idea. But with the Mardu Monument, let's put back the Twin Bolt. Yeah, let's play the target non-land return. So I can return the Mardu Monument with the Sun Pearl Kirin. Kinda nice. So now I'll find a mountain. Pass the turn, opponent draws a card, plays a second mountain, plays a Shock Brigade. That is a Menace and Mobilize thing. Let's play a land. Let's play the Quarry for sure. Just to have it in here. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Plains. Attacks for 1. Mobilizes 1. I can block the Mobilize creature. Opponent does cast a Fortress Kin Guard. Endures 1. And now we drew a Swamp. Do I just play the Surgo? Osseous Exhale. Destroy. I can, you know what? I'll play the Sun Pearl Kirin. And then the Osseous Exhale, I think. Let's play the Sun Pearl Kirin. Return the Mardu Monument. Let's just destroy the Fortress Kin Guard. Gain 2 life. Deal 2 damage. Haha, nice. Loving it. And attacking for 3. Opponent does probably... Oh, they don't block, so they are going down to 15 life. Attacking for 1, creating another token. No blocks from my side. Going down to 19 life. Opponent casts Assault Road Pack Beast, draws a card. So we have the Osseous Exhale here. Still, Equilibrium Adept. Exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Let's just attack. Opponent does block. I'll Osseous Exhale here. Assault Road Pack Beast. Behold a dragon. I can behold. No, I don't have a dragon to behold. That Assault Road Pack Beast is gone. I'll deal some damage. I'll play the Mardu Monument. Flurry of the Quarry does trigger. I gain a life. And now I want another mountain, I think. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent is at 11 life. So we okay, they are Molten Exhaling my Quarry. That is fair enough. Then I'll play the Surgo next turn. Or even the... Yeah, I'll play the Surgo. Just to have that. Attack for 2, opponent goes down to 9 life. Oh, they have a removal spell. Oh, they are Osseous Exhaling our Sun Pearl Kirin. Sure, I can live with that. And they have another defibrillating current. Okay, that hurts my feelings, to be honest, but yeah, what should I do here? I can always also... I'll play this. Equilibrium Adapt. Exile this. I can play it until the end of my next turn. Happy to pick up a land here too, just because I'm not drawing it. Oh no. Don't love that. Let's just activate that ability. Create 3 tokens. Attack with all my stuff. Opponent does block. I'm not able to cast this, but... Okay, so I could have killed the 1/1. That was kind of stupid thinking. Equilibrium Adapt. Sure, they're exiling a Mardu Monument. We drew a card, Dragonstorm Globe. Play a land. Let's just... Each dragon enters with a +1/+1 counter. Let's just attack here. That is... Here, that mobilized. So which one do we want to kill? Probably the Equilibrium Adapt. Just because it's the stronger card. And that deals 5 damage to this card. Let's play the Dragonstorm Globe. Flurry. Ooh, I could have played it beforehand. Wow, didn't think about this. Equilibrium gains double strike whenever I cast a second spell each turn. I did forget about it. That is me being not cautious enough, but still. Okay, opponent has a lot of cards. Deals 4 damage, gains 2 life, passes the turn, me drawing a card. That is a land, kinda sucks. So let's just attack. Opponent does block, nothing happens. Pass the turn. Wow, yeah, opponent was able to recover here, and I think that I'm going to lose because I'm being flooded, kind of land-wise, and now they have a lot of cards. Mardu Monument here. They played better or they had better cards. The Defibrillating Current is just a really nice card, and me being flooded this much is... yeah, it really hurts my feelings here. Not gonna be able to turn that around. Kind of annoying, Sergo. Yeah, let's just concede. Not gonna be able to turn that around here. All right, so yeah, not the best draw here as well. I'll need, yeah, I'll keep it with because I have the Mardu Monument, but not loving the start. Opponent plays a forest, plays the roast seek part, omen part of the Sagu Wildling, draws a swamp, finds a swamp, passing the turn. I'll play the plains, I'll play the Mardu Monument, I'll find a mountain here, putting that in my hand, passing the turn. Opponent draws a card, plays the swamp, plays the Traveling Botanist. That is the one that when it becomes tapped, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put a card in your hand, you may put it onto the graveyard. Let's just... wow, what's the play? It does hurt here, actually. Let's play the Dragonstorm Globe, just because I can make mana off of this. Next turn, but I had a clunky start here. Too slow, not enough pressure. Opponent is green, which means they have probably Warden of the Grove as well. Wow, at the beginning of the iron step they can put a +1/+1 counter here. Let's play the Artisan, I think. Creating a treasure token. Passing the turn here, we can make 2 mana, so we can cast this or this. I want to get rid of that Warden here. Disruptive Stormbrood, destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Yeah, hurts my feelings here. Opponent will attack me for 5, and yeah, doesn't look too good here. Very, very bad start. I'll go down to... okay, they're just attacking with the Botanist. Pass to blockers, pass to damage. I'll take 2 damage, go down to 16 life. I can just static snare the Warden here next turn. Sure, my turn. Play the land, play the static snare on the Warden, and pass the turn. We have some removal, but we don't have any creatures. Kinda sucks. Passing to attackers. Opponent attacks for 2. I'll go down to 14. And that is their turn. They're gonna play something. Playing a land, playing the Sagu Wildling now. Enters as a dragon, gains 3 life. Opponent is at 24 life. We drew another land, kinda sucks. Not loving that. Exile that here, sure. Submit 1. And that is kind of annoying, sure. End the turn. Opponent draws a card. One, two, three. I can just, yeah. I cannot kill it because that is just, yeah, I have one mana, not enough mana, one is missing here. Okay, opponent plays a Dirger Island Dragon. That is a 4/4 flying ward creature. And that is my turn. Drew another land. Yeah, really bad start, really sucky here. Those tokens are just, hey, they have menace and haste, but what's the point? Why should I? Wow, I can do this, and then I can, this has ward 2. I can kill the Sagu Wildling. Can I pay 2 ward? Sure. Yeah, I can pay 2 ward. Resolve, auto pay, and kill that dragon at least here. Attack with those 3 cards. That is my opponent going down to 18 life. They don't even need to be sacked. I thought they were just mobilized tokens, kind of. Okay, so maybe that was a stupid decision. I don't know. Let me know if I was stupid now. I thought they were mobilized tokens, but that makes the Mardu Monument a really good, strong card. I have this that deals 5 damage. I can attack with those 3 here. Opponent is going to block 1, and I'll cast now the Bolt Caster. I think that's actually a really cool card. And let's just pass the turn. I can tap their Wildling. Okay, they are renewing their Sagu Pummeler, making that a bigger creature here. I can just tap the Wildling, and yeah, I can block this and kill the Botanist here. To be honest, I think that's good. 2 damage to the Botanist. 2 damage to the Botanist, and then I can just block it dead with my Bolt Caster here. That is their Botanist at least gone. Now they have a Formation Breaker, and we found an Equilibrium Adept. Let's just cast it. This can't block. So we found a land. Let's just play the land and pass the turn. Do I want to attack with those? Sure, I wanna, because they're not gonna block them. And I will have to tap their Wildling. Okay, I'll tap the Wildling here. I love Elrashin Sunshield. Tapping a creature is a very strong ability. This can block. They have something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have attacked. But I still want to block it because I'm at 6 life here. Not the best game for me so far. First one also, oh no, hurts my feelings here. And we found a Descendant of the Storms. Let's just play it. Whenever it attacks, I'll attack with one of those here. Go in for 1 damage. Opponent goes down to 13 life. Passing the turn. Opponent sacks their Evolving Wilds, sure. And that is my opponent's turn. They draw a card. I'll tap the Wildling. They are blocking. I'll block with my... Ooh, I took 2 damage. Why couldn't I block with that? Because it's... I see. Sonic Shrieker. Super nice. Dealing 2 damage Make them discard. Yeah, make them discard their last card. Gain 2 life. And do I want to attack? I want to attack. Now yeah. You know what? I'll attack like this. And I'll still want to be able... Well, oh yeah, auto pay. Put a +1/+1 counter on the Descendant here. I can still make a white mana here to tap the Wildling. Going to tap the Wildling. Opponent does not attack, just plays a Warden of the Grove. Sure, that is now 3/3 here. We can tap the Warden. This can't... Okay, let's tap the Warden. And if we attack 5, 6, 7, 8... Wow, not sure. I'll attack with the Descendant of the Storm. Do I want to attack with this? Then they're gonna be in for 6 damage for sure. Let's just attack with those 2. Yeah, auto pay. Endure 1, make a token. I want a token. That is their Formation Breaker dead. And now I'm passing the turn. Come on. Very, very exciting. And that is making the magic happen. Nice. Nice. What an exciting game. It wasn't clear who's going to win until the very end. Okay, I'll keep that hand. Looks pretty reasonable. Voice of Victory, happy to draw that. So I can try this out. Let's play the Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Tranquil Cove. I'll play the Voice of Victory. And opponent draws a card. Plays a Mountain. And deals 5 damage with their Twin Maw Stormbrute. Kinda annoying. Don't love it. What should I do? Let's just pass the turn. We can flash in the Sunpearl Kirin next turn. They gain a life. They play the Jeskai Monument. I'll flash in the Sunpearl Kirin. And that is their turn. Yeah, not loving it so far, but creatures, whenever you attack, yeah, War Effort is kind of nice. So I'll play the Arashin Sunshield. I'll attack here for 2. Opponent goes down to 20 again. Let's play the Arashin Sunshield, passing the turn. Exiling something, submit 0. I don't want to exile this. I know I can't get it back, but I don't want to exile it anyway. So, opponent plays a Plains followed by a Meticulous Artisan, creates a treasure token. I'll play the Swamp. I'll play... So this just deals 5 damage. Yeah, they're not gonna block here. So I'll just... play the War Effort and I'll attack, creating a token. They're blocking the token. I can live with that. And that is for 7 damage into my opponent's face. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Mountain. Plays a Jeskai Brushmaster, sure. That needs to be dealt with, definitely. So let's just play the... Let's just attack here. Opponent plays a Lightfoot Technique. And I'll... Sure, that resolves. Flying and Indestructible. Hurts my feelings, kind of. But... I want to actually get rid of the Jeskai Brushmaster here. So I can live with the... Sunpearl Kirin being dead. And that is at least the Jeskai Brushmaster gone. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. What does this do? Create a 2/2. Create 2/1/1 white bird tokens with flying. Opponent plays a plains, plays an iridescent tiger. This has prowess, but no, yeah, creates 5 mana of all kinds. Sacking their Jeskai Monument, creating 2 white flyers. Do I just kill those flyers? Sure. Why not? Each one. Now they're dead. That makes me happy. And that is my opponent's turn. We drew a Rebellious Strike. Sure, I'll attack. Yeah. So they are blocking it like this. 4/4. So I'm not able to... Ooh. The prowess creature needs to go, I think. That's the thing to be. When this enters, exile. I want to have, yeah, something, at least a land. I'll play it. Pass the turn. Opponent draws a card. Considering their next move, they have 2 cards in their hand. I have no cards in my hand. Jeskai Monument, I can live with that. Making another, making some 2 1/1s. Opponent draws an island, finds an island, plays the island, sacks the monument, creates those 2 flyers. And we drew a Jeskai Devotee. Let's just... Do I want to attack? Yeah, sure, I want to attack. Creating the 1/1. They are blocking this here. I want to kill the flyer because I can't kill the tiger. Let's play the Jeskai Devotee. And that is, yeah, doesn't look too good. I need to find a removal spell for the tiger. Or my Sonic Shrieker would also be fine. Dealing some damage to my opponent, making them discard. Or my other Mardu rare, Stormplane Detainment, not loving it. Oh, they are taking away my monument, my war effort. Attacking for 1, keeping this as a blocker, safe choice. So I think I should put in the First Strike Flash enchantment, just because I am an aggro deck. Monastery Messenger, sure. And we drew a Descendant of the Storms. Yeah, passing the turn. Opponent is just recovering. So my aggressive strategy just didn't work here. Kind of makes me sad, but maybe the Boros deck isn't that strong. I don't know. I think the win rate is pretty good actually. Jeskai Monument, creating 2 more flyers. Static Snare. Let's just Static Snare the tiger. And attack. Pay 2. I'll pay 2. I'll make it stronger. So they have to block it. Yeah, I just want to keep on pressuring. So my opponent cannot recover. I hope so. They found a land. We found the Meticulous Artisan. Creating a treasure token. Having a 3/3 now. Opponent draws a card. Attacks for 2. I'll go down to 11. We drew a land. Kinda sucks. So let's just attack. They want to block me, they can block me, I'll kill them. Ooh, that was stupid. That was me being too fast. And sorry if that was loud. That will probably cost me the game. Ouchie. Ooh, drawing another land. Ooh, no. Oh, God. No, that makes me pretty sad. Come on, me being flooded this hard. Dragonstorm Globe, come on, I don't need that. I'll die because of my stupidity. Shh. You can kill me in the comments if you want. Come on. Ouchie bouchie. Arashing Sun Shield. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, I'll die because I cannot deal 9 damage. If I don't find a removal spell for that messenger here, I'm going to be dead. They have a removal spell for my creature. They are dealing 2 damage. That is me going down to 1 life, and that is the game. Ouchie bouchie. Does hurt my feelings. But I was too stupid. Sometimes I'm too fast. Sometimes I'm too fast. Alright. Yeah. Pretty land heavy as well here. Not loving it, but not mulliganing it as well. Let's just try to play the Descendant here. First turn. Go in fast. We have the Quarry, which I do love. Devotee. Sure. Let's play the Mystic Monastery. No attacks here. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Those are nice lands. Yeah, let's play the Quarry. Pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent draws a card. Plays a River Wheel Sweep. Puts 3 stun counters on my Quarry. Kinda not nice. So what's the play? Let's just play the Sun Shield here. And exiling this here. No attacks. Passing that turn. Opponent draws a card. Opponent is in Timur, I think. Plays a... Come on. Place an XG Dragon Claw. Vigilance Trample Ward 1. Come on, that's not nice. Okay, putting that Static Snare onto the auto pay here. That needs to be removed so they can kill my Kirin here, my Descendant of the Storms here, but I can live with that. Not the worst thing in the world for me. I can double spell here. Magmatic Hellkite. Ooh, come on. They're destroying my Mystic Monastery. So we can find... Yeah, whatever. We'll just find a mountain here. And play the Plains. Play the Dragonstorm Globe. Play the Sunpearl Kirin. Dealing 2 damage. Gaining 2 life. Returning something. Do we wanna... No, I don't wanna return anything. Submit 0. No attacks here. End the turn. I wanna tap the Magmatic Hellkite with my Sun Shield. 4 mana to tap something. Kinda nice. That is tapped. Opponent passes the turn. So we can just play the Swamp. Nothing too exciting here. We can attack with the Kirin for 2 damage in the air. Opponent goes down to 13 if they don't... Oh, they have a Flasher. Sure. They are casting the Flasher. Now I can still tap that. So my Kirin isn't dead. That is my opponent going down to 13. I'll take 4 damage. This is just an ETB effect. Okay. Opponent does attack for 8, probably. Okay, so my deck is not the best one. I don't love being my deck. Ooh, ouchie, bouchie. My Kirin is now going... Is now dead. I'll go down to 14 life. Need to find a removal spell. We found a removal spell, which makes me happy. So, nothing to do here. No attacks. End the turn. Opponent plays a Storm Brood, sure. Pass a turn. Now I wanna tap the Storm Brood here and deal 5 damage to the Hellkite. So I'll go down to 12 if they don't. No dragon to behold. I'll go down to 12 if they don't have cast a non-creature spell here. So I am at 12 life. So Corey just only good in the against flying and indestructible until end of turn. I can use that as a surprise. Kinda nice to kill the whatever. I think it's probably better to kill the Storm Brood because that can get really annoying. Passing to attackers. I'll just tap this one, Whirlwind Storm Brood, and I'll block the Runescale Storm Brood. Putting a +1/+1 counter on my Corey. Let's just hope they don't have a counter spell. Do they have? Nah, okay, nice. So I'll block this one. This dies, I go down to 8 life. Opponent plays Kishla Trawlers. You may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, return target instant or sorcery. They return to channel Dragonfire. Ouchie bouchie. Nah, they can kill my Corey, but it's indestructible, so that's a relief. Let's just Sonic Shrieker. Deal 2 damage. Make them discard. Gain 2 life. Attack with my Corey. I think, should I? Would I? Do I wanna? Yeah, I'll attack. So they are killing my... They are killing my... So am I dead now? No. If they have a removal spell, I'm dead. They have the one that deals 2 damage. Kinda sucky because now my Sonic Shrieker is gone. But that is... Yeah. I'll need to block like this. They are gonna kill my Sonic Shrieker. I'll take some damage. Yeah. That's dead now. So depending on what we draw, we lose the game now. Let's go in for 4 and then concede. Wow, okay, very disappointing here. Not loving it so far, but that's already 3 losses, I think. That is my 3rd loss. Yeah. Pretty disappointing here. I thought it was really good. I thought the deck was nice, but apparently it wasn't. Anyway, if you like the stuff that I do, show some love by hitting a like or subscribe and comment down below. I'd appreciate it a lot, and I wish you a nice day.